Alrighty, here we are once again with whatever this is. So you may notice that I'm in a different location from the last one. That's because we're at a park right now. When I say we, I mean me. I mean, like, I don't know. There's always a thing like depending on like who's watching it, you always refer as we, as if we collaborate or like here, like at this moment in time. But that's besides the point. I decided, since the weather was getting much more clearer now, that I would take this opportunity to get out of the house and just see the sights and sounds. Even though this is probably the most sights and sounds I'm gonna get here, but lack thereof. But that's besides the point. But yeah, I'm not really sure what there's to talk about. I guess I could talk about one thing that's kind of on my mind for a little while, and that's because it's been happening quite frequently, and that's involves my parents, and just the fact of the matter of just living with them. And I'm sure anyone is like in their 20s still living with their parents can attest to this, or what's the word for it, vouch for it. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just sometimes where I just can't be around them. Like it's just like they get into arguments a lot, and my dad especially, he's got like a lot of anger issues, and I kind of have the same problem. I mostly get it from my dad. You might have figured it out for yourself if you watch like some of the streams I put up, or like I was getting a little bit annoyed at some bad RNG or just some game mechanics that really were frustrating me. I mean, I try to get a better handle on it, although it's not quite. I mean, I feel it's not quite as easy for my dad, I should say, not for me. I try to do better to control my anger and just try to get a better handle on it. So I don't wind up like him, just always angry about dumb shit. But that's besides the point. But anywho, that's really the main thing that's been going on. As many notice, I've been doing a lot more streams, and as well as practicing on my drawing. I want to get back to just doing my drawings and all that, and just because I know it's something that I personally feel very strongly about, just proving work. You might have seen it a bit with some of the practice drawings that I was doing, mostly just doing line work. I'll probably get to coloring. I try to practice a bit more because I really do want to get better at it. I feel it's been a while since I actually made a proper drawing. I feel I'm gonna get any better at it, I might as well practice for it, right? But yeah, I don't know. I've been having a lot more fun with the streams. I mean, not to say I haven't been having fun with drawing, because that's still gonna be a thing that's gonna be happening. But the streams, I feel like I'm getting more interaction, probably because I been promoting them more, and I actually have an audience now. I mean, it's not much. It's maybe one or two people might drop in every now and then, be like, "Hey, what's this?" And I'm like, "Well, welcome to the stream." But I don't know. It's been turning into a bit more of a turnout than as usual. I mean, I know going into it, you're not gonna expect much at the beginning, which going into just streaming in general, I'm fully aware of that. But I don't. Pardon me. I don't know. It's just having been able to build an audience now. I mean, it's very little, but it's still something. It just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm able to enjoy myself more, because besides the people who want to who are interested in what I put out, And it's funny because like the way I act like on stream, I'm not like that at all. I'm not very as talkative or very as like engaging as you might think. And that's always the thing, like online versus like how you act in real life or IRL. I shouldn't say IRL. It's kind of embarrassing to say IRL in real time because like, oh my god, you say IRL in real life? You're such a dork. Like, I don't know. It's just like there's a sort of distancing effect between how you act in real life versus how you act online. It can be really like, I don't know, I wouldn't say like false advertising, but I'm gonna sit down right here because yeah, I wouldn't say it's so much like false advertising because that seems like too ugly of a thing to say. More like just like misleading or just like, you know, trying to pretend you're being something. Not like I'm pretending to be someone I clearly am not. It's just means of like, you know, just putting yourself out there, which I feel has gotten more easier online as it has been, you know, real life, because, you know, you gotta make more of an effort to like put yourself out there as opposed to like just putting something online and anyone can see it, anyone can comment on it, and like you'll have someone who's gonna watch it. You don't know who, because it's someone you probably never met before and probably never will meet unless, you know, you decide to like just engage with your audience more in that kind of manner. But I don't know. I mean, I want to do things like my way. I don't want to like, because the thing is, I don't want to feel like copying anyone else. I mean, I've done that in the past, and it really leaves a bad taste in my mouth because I don't want to give people a impression that I'm just another like, just another copycat. I had a bad habit of doing that with my brothers when I was younger, and it just, it's just so embarrassing, and like, it's just really, really embarrassing trying to pretend to be someone you aren't, and like giving people the impression like you don't really have a personality, which can't be more far from the truth, honestly. But yeah, I should probably be careful because there are actually people come by, and I just actually, you know what, I'll keep walking and talking, just going back. No big whoop, no big whoop. I just don't want to like, you know, be filming and like have people like staring at me like, oh my god, because, you know, you gotta respect people's privacy, especially on the internet. Well, I mean, I don't know, I really shouldn't be saying this out loud when there are people nearby, but yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it, really. Like, just the fact of the matter of just putting yourself out there and just like making a name for yourself. I mean, in all honesty, like, at first I thought it was like, oh, hey, I'm gonna be like famous on the internet, but now it's just like, I don't really want that. Like, sure, like the recognition is nice, but I mean, and I know like one of my friends online, like, by the way, if you're watching this, sorry if I'm like using your name, but I guess for like, you know, privacy, I won't say the actual name, but like one of my friends online tell me like, you know, in terms of like exposure, it really all depends on like how much recognition you want to get, especially if you one of those people who like makes a living doing what you're doing online. Because I know I watch people who like manage to like, you know, make a living doing what they're doing online, and it really depends on the person. I mostly do it for fun, but I know there's people who would much prefer like getting paid for what they do, for what they love to do, which, you know, more power to. I mean, I know people like can be judgmental about that, like, you know, sort of mindset, especially when it comes to people like PewDiePie and all that. And I should probably not be talking to them. Yeah, this probably won't be a thing I'll do like in the park or something because there are people around. But you know, is what it is. But I figured a nice change of scenery would be good for, just good for morale and all that. But I don't know. It's just that the fact of like, I keep saying a lot. I need to stop that. That's one thing I want to change, is just the repetition of my voice, just saying the same thing over and over again. That's one bad habit that I really want to break. But I just mean in terms of like, and there I go saying again. But it just, in terms of like making a name for yourself, in terms of like, what do you want to do with Sydney? Do you want to like just keep doing it for entertainment's sake, or do you really want to build an audience and eventually like be able to provide for yourself with that entertainment and audience that you build? And it really just comes down to like a personal preference and all that, and like in terms of like how you are as a person, or like what kind of person you are, if you have something else that you make money from. Like me personally, like I don't see myself like making money doing what I do, but that's just me personally. I mean, I know I've been saying this a lot, but I know there are people who would much rather like, put themselves out there so they can eventually have a sort of income coming their way, and just I don't know. I mean, it really all depends, really, what you want to do, where you see yourself going. There's a lot of factors to keep in mind. That's the way I look at it. Geez, I'm really out of shape because I'm out of breath. I was only walking for like 30 like meters or something like that. I can't tell. I can't measure for shit. But yeah, so yeah, and in terms of these vlogs, I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to do. Might just go back to the audio blogs, honestly. That's probably won't wind up happening, but I don't know, maybe someone won't like it. But let's see. I could sit down there, but maybe I'll sit down on the next bench. Actually, let's sit down here, actually. Yeah, but that's pretty much all there is to it. And honestly, I should probably, that's all. Yeah, I should probably just stop talking. I mean, it's getting to a point where there's going to be a lot of people around because it's that time of day. So I guess when I do talk to y'all again, it'll be in a more comfortable setting. Not to say this wasn't comfortable, but it's just hard to do with all these people around. But yes, so till then, you all keep on keeping on. Later.